guys, welcome back. It's been a long time, I know, and I was thinking about doing a Django project, but I'm in my fourth year, and it's my last year, so I don't have much of my time. So I thought I'll brush up my knowledge on Python, and I thought, why not make a video of it? It would be helpful for me. It will probably be help for you. If not, still do like the video. Uh, So we'll be going through the basics. Then uh, I'll explain it as simple as possible. Then we will try to do some lead code or hacker rank problems. We'll start with easy, then go to medium. I don't think hard would be needed. So I'll try to do as much problems I can, and we'll try to cover as much Python basics or intermediate type commands or code as much as I can. This is planned to be a short tutorial, basically 1 or 4 5 videos. In case it extends, I'm not sure. I'm just making this video. This is the first part, so I'm not pretty sure how it's gonna go. I'll try to release this video in every 2 days or every 3 days. So let's get started. I'm using Visual Studio Code. You can use whichever language or whichever text editor you find comfortable. So we'll start by making a calculator app. It's a calculator.py, and first we'll create a calculator app. Then we'll try to optimize the code. And for those of you who are here for the first time or trying to learn Python for the first time, there are some keywords: input, int, print. Basically, input means taking an input, and int means converting its string to an integer or float to an integer. Print means we use it to display it. Alright, and then we define a function as def function, where inside will give the parameters if any, and this is how we define a function. This is the function name, and this is the keyword. Alright, so for calculator, this much is more than enough. So there will be two parts: menu and the functions. Alright, so I'll go with functions first. There are 4 functions. Sum. Uh, it will have 2 parameters, a comma b. Right. Uh, we'll try to optimize this code at the end. For now, we'll just take in a and b, and we need to return the sum of this. Alright. So I'll put the menu at the end, functions first. So return a plus b. Then we have multiplication. Let's say and b again. Return a into b. Right. Then we have subtraction. That will take a and b as parameters and will minus a minus b. And at last we have division and a and b, and we'll return a by b. Right. And after every function, it is better if you leave a line in between every functions or after every functions. So we have a menu now, and we will take in a and b. So a comma b is equal to int input enter a. I'll just copy this. Set copy paste, paste, and this will be B and B, and we'll call this sign. We don't want the integer part, and I'll say enter sign. It's gonna be plus or minus or multiplication or division, and here we will call our if condition. So if sign equal to plus, we'll print whatever we get from sum. So sum a comma b. Just copy this, paste, paste, paste. Elif, elif, else. Okay. So we have sum. We'll go with sub mul, and this would be mine negative division, multiplication or division. Save it. I'll run it. So Python 3 calculator.py, and array 3 4 plus. So as you can see, we are able to get the output. Now post this video, try to think where or how we can optimize the code, right? So if you are able to come up with a better solution, try it. And so I'll create optimize the code right now. So as you can see, we have 4 functions: sum, multiplication, subtraction, and division. And I don't know if you guys learned this, but every time we make a function call, it uses some memory. So we'll try to make this into a single function, and I'll call this calculator. And for every parameter, we'll specify what type of parameter we are expecting. So for A, I'll specify int. For B, I'll specify int. And also we'll specify what type of parameter we are returning, what this function is returning, right? So for a person who reads this code, you'll be able to identify the function calculator. Takes in 2 parameters A and B, both of which are integers, and will return an integer, alright? And we'll also define C, which will be a string. C basically we are the plus, minus, or division. And we'll put this code here, and instead of printing it, we just return it. Copy, paste. Right, and this should be return A into B or A plus B. And A by B. And I'll call this sign. So it will check if sign is plus, return A plus B, or return A minus B, or return A into B, or A by B. So we have a single function calculator which does the entire thing. Now we'll just print calculator A B sign. Now I'll make this much more better in a single line. A comma B comma sign. So what this basically means, this is basically a tuple right now. So I don't know if you guys if you are big now. A tuple is basically a list, but which cannot be changed. So if I say A B C is equal to 1, 2, 3, basically it means A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2, C is equal to 4. But let's say if I have another character 5, that means A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2, but C is equal to 4 and 5. Uh, I'll show that to you in a second. But basically this basically means a tuple. This should be our A, this should be our B, and this should be a C. I mean sign. I'll save it and I'll call the function again. We have 1, 2, and plus. So you can see 1 plus 2 is 3. We'll try division. So 2 to divide. You can see it's 1.0. Supposed to return an integer. We are returning an integer but it's printing as a float value. Alright, so if we can basically say return int a by b. Two, one. So you can see it's returning an integer right now. Anyway, so this is basically it. Now I'll show you what or how tuple works. So let's say A, B, C. I'll call it 1, 2, 3, and I'll say print A, B, C. Right? So if you run it, I don't think we need this. I'll comment this out, save it. You can see it's printing 1, 2, 3, or I'll say print A is A. Copy this, paste. We need this B, and this should be C. Save it, run it again. As you can see, A is 1, B is 2, C is 3. Now if I add one more, save it and run it again. It says too many values to unpack. Uh, there seems to be another, say B, C. Okay, it should happen A, B, star C. So basically what we are telling Python is that after A and B, whatever comes uh, whatever is left, it should be C. It should go to C. So if I run this right now, so calculator, as you can see, A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, 4. Now if I want A to be 1, B to be 2, 3, and C to be 4, we'll do the same for B. So you can see A is 1, B is 2, 3, and C is 4. What we are telling is A, take 1, C, take 1, and B, take whatever is left. Alright? So this is how basically we unpack a tuple. Right, so this is basically it for today's video, and I'll stop here. And for tomorrow, for next video, I think we'll start by doing some lead code problems. That should be okay, right? If you have any suggestions, do tell me in comments. I'm uploading this video on December 6th, so that's today. As you can see, it's December 5 today. I'll upload it tomorrow. And Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So next video I'll upload it by Tuesday. So if you have any comments, do comment it by Monday, so that I can make the necessary I can take in your necessary suggestions. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you like this video. That's it.